I want to draw a distinction here for you guys between two elements of life. One is the facts that turn up every single day, all day, every single day. There are facts that present themselves to you all day, every day. 1 million facts present themselves to you every single day. And then what we do as humans is we attach a meaning to the fact. Now, where do we get our meanings from? Because the beautiful thing about humans is we're all different, which means we would all attach a different meaning to the same fact. So if we had the same fact present itself to all 15 of us, 12 of us, whatever that is, then we would attach a different meaning to that because it comes from our belief system and our experiences that we've had up until this point. They are the lenses that we look at facts through to attach a meaning to the fact. So when I say facts, I mean there are millions that present themselves, but not many of them matter, okay? So, one of the facts is that we're on a virtual call. One of the facts is I'm wearing a blue jacket. One of the facts is the temperature is whatever it is in the room you're in. One of the facts is whatever. There are millions of facts that present themselves. But actually, there are some that really matter in our lives, and they're the ones that we need to look through. So somebody, could have a car crash as a fact, and then 15 people would attach a different meaning to that fact, okay? So, somebody might be, oh, wow, that's the first ever accident I've had in my life. I must be very lucky and God looks after me. That could be one person's fact. Somebody else could have a car crash and say, I'm so glad I took out more insurance than I needed because I'm a very disciplined person. Somebody else could have a crash and their view, the meaning they attach is, you just can't trust anybody anymore. Those rubbish Queensland drivers, it's all, that. Somebody else could have a car crash and their meaning is, see, I've been whinging about the council for years about this intersection. It's the council's fault, right? Somebody else might attach a meaning that goes, God is trying to show me a lesson here. So same fact, everybody has a different meaning. I guess the thing that we then have to look at, if we're going to think about what we think about, is ask ourselves the question, is the meaning that we're attaching to facts helping us build a business and move forward? Or is it like a ball and chain on our feet that drags us backwards and keeps us small? Because when you study psychology and you study thinking, the human mind, like the words that you speak to yourself are 10 to 30 times as many as somebody can talk to you. So I could be talking to you, pumping you up, but your own internal dialogue will be 3 to 10 times as many words as I could talk to you, and you can completely undo it. We live in default thinking, right? We've been running this racket our whole lives up to this point. Something happens, a default. We live on default thinking. Something happens, we attach a meaning, and we do the same thing. And they're usually 80% of our thoughts are repetitive and negative as humans, okay? So that's what I mean, because that's not helping you. We actually need a pause between a major fact. We need a pause button where we go, actually, I'm going to think about what meaning I attach to this fact because I want it to be a meaning that moves me forward and not keeps me where I've been, all right? And that's what doing this as a journey is for. It's to train you that you can actually put a pause button between a fact, a heavy fact, a big one that matters. You can hit a pause button and go, actually, I need to think about what I think about and I'm going to choose a different meaning and it's going to be a meaning that's compelling and makes me move forward, okay? That's what having this conversation is about. All right, so you're going to do some exercises here for me right now, okay? I want you to come up with 3 possible meanings. I'm going to run through a couple of facts. I want you to write down 3 possible meanings, meaning that one of them could be the actual meaning that you would choose, but I want you to come up with multiple for the sake of learning how to come up with multiple meanings here, okay? So I'm going to tell you the fact, and you're just going to, in 1 minute, you're going to write down 3 possible meanings that a human could attach to that fact. All right. Fact number 1, you ordered some business cards, they arrived, and your email address on those business cards is incorrect. That's the fact. What are 3 possible meanings a human could attach to that fact? 1 minute, write those down for me now, please. All right, 20 seconds to finish that up. All right, fact number 2. This one's a little bit heavier. You get an email out of the blue and you open it and it's from your best customer. And they email and say, sorry, I'm leaving you. I'm going with your competitor. Regards, client. That's the fact. I want you to come up with 3 possible meanings that a human could attach to that fact. 1 minute, let's go. All right, 10 more seconds. All right, very good. Fact number 3. You own a coffee shop and the coronavirus hits and the government mandates that you must close for at least 6 months. That's the fact. What are 3 possible meanings that a human could attach to that fact? 1 minute, let's go. Very good. Let's do a bit of a tally up now. I want you just to have a look at the list in front of you, right? So you've got 9 meanings that for those 3 across those 3 facts. I wonder how many of those are negative, and how many of those are positive, and even some may be neutral. They really are not a meaning that means much. But I just want to give you a minute now to kind of go through that list and go, okay, those negative ones, what would be a better meaning to attach to the fact now that I've got time to think about it, right? I'm training you to actually think about what you think about and change the meaning you attach to a fact. So just going through that list of 9, don't worry about which one they were part of. Going through that list of 9 meanings that you've just written down, take the negative ones and I just want you to rewrite them. Like, what would be a better meaning than that meaning that's negative, okay? Just however many you've got there, just kind of write some better meanings next to that list. 2 minutes, let's go. All right, very good. See, my purpose of doing this with you guys is to get away from the default responses and running the same racket you've always run. My thinking here is that if I can just train you to go, something's happened, a customer's leaving, what's a better meaning? Because somebody might say, oh, well, yes, they're leaving, customers are hard to come by, everybody's crooked, no one's got any integrity, and I shouldn't have started a business, I should have done something easy with my life like start a church, right? That could be a meaning that somebody attaches to that fact. Well, that's not going to help you. You know, a better meaning is we must have done something, let's try and win them back, you know, whatever. Like, we need to diversify so we don't have as many clients, so not all our eggs in one basket. Like, that's the kind of difference I'm talking about. And by doing this, when something happens as a fact that's heavy, you can go, actually, I'm going to stop here. That's what I would have thought traditionally. That's the meaning I would have attached. But now I'm going to choose this one because this one's going to make me move forward and help me actually improve the situation, okay? That is a life skill that will start unnatural and become natural after a period of time where you go, actually, I'm catching myself putting a poor meaning to this fact. What's a better one? I'm going to run with that one. And that will then become your default thinking. And over a period of time, right, that could be weeks, it could be months, it could be years, but over a period of time, your new default thinking will be thinking that moves you forward, not thinking that holds you back. And then you will win.